It's a great privilege I can be here, and I can talk about Fethullah Gulen, Mr. Fethullah Gulen. If one friend said me half a year ago, you will go to India and you will part of the special conference, I didn't believe, I smiled him, but I am here. God has always a miracle, and we are together, and the reason is Fethullah Gulen. We lived a globalized world, globalized religious and cultural diversity. Yeah. Yes, thank you. Yeah. Our world is globalized, religious and cultural diversity represents not only challenge for coexistence, but also can opportunity for dialogue. Dialogue, I think it's most important in the future. He was seeing the future. He was part of the present, but he saw what's going on in the future. He has a vision. For me, the vision is a special for prophetic vision. The prophetic vision comes from the God, not from each other, but from the God. Fethullah Gulen was he prayed a lot of early morning, late morning, midday, afternoon, late afternoon, during the night. And I think this was his secret. It was his secret reason, what he has a vision about the future. Fethullah Gulen was born 1941, 27 of April, in the city of Erzurum. It's a nice city, and this city mainly Sunni Muslim people live there. Gulen well known the preacher as an imam. He became a preacher and poet in 1970s and 1980s, and unfortunately, later on, 1999, he moved from Turkey to the United States because the political situation, it's fighting him. Unfortunately, last year, he passed away. Gulen gave public lectures in mosques and public places in Turkey for about 3 decades, 30 years, starting 1916, and he expressed his view in hundreds of newspaper articles, studies, and books. It happened just a couple days ago when I changed the plane because I was flying from Budapest to Istanbul. And on the security system, I put my watches for the special place, and one security man take out my watch, and he looked. Has a writing on the watch, Fethullah Gulen. And I was seeing he is reading. and he was, look me, from all body, and end of looked me. And I don't know how can I say in English, closed one eyes and smiled, winked, and, oh, mister, can go. I think a lot of people live unvisibly in the Turkey, disappear and follow this movement. I think he has a special vision. Ideas related to education, modernization, good relation with the West, and interfaith dialogue encouraged its growing number of Turkish and other followers from diverse backgrounds to establish new colleges. Gülen recognized the Turkish country's biggest problem. The poor and rich has a big gap, and he wanted to do something for the rich families. And the rich families, I don't know, maybe 90%, and the rich, a poor family, it's 90%, and the rich family, maybe 10%. And I think he was very close to the God, and God has given to him a good advice. How can manage, how can help for the poor people, for the poor families in Turkey. And he invited some rich Turkey people who is really very rich. And he explained to them, I need build a school, a special school for the poor people. Your company made it the doors. Can you give me 200 doors? 200 doors? Yes, I can. The other one asked from the other one, can you give me 500 windows and electrics and bricklayers and pipes and I can imagine what he was feeling when the first school opened and the student with shiny eyes studied and proving, because the poor students has under the limit. They lived under the limit. They need a lot to learn because it's need proving very fast, and they chosen a special teachers. And he said, from 20, 30 teachers, one can able to teach in his center, in his school system. And he built up. In Hungary, we have a very nice book, the Gülen Movement. The author, Helen Rose, about. I was a proofreader. I read maybe 10 times, and I enjoyed every pages. First time, I was sorry. Gülen, he's a very good man. Why not he was born as a Christian? Because I am Christian. Why? And second and third time, I recognized. And I tell my God, oh, I praise you. He was born as a Islam imam, Islam preacher. He was very clever. He was very enthusiastic. And he was very spiritually. This is the reason why he see the future. Unfortunately, we cannot see as he can. We just try follow him. Gülen principles and institutions following his teaching spread in the Turkish-speaking members republics, North America, Asia, Africa, Australia, and the countries of the Middle East. Today, more than 1,000 such schools operate. It's 1,000, maybe 1,500. It's every day changing. His school system growing as a mushroom growing in the forest. But it's good. We need help. We need pray for this school system. And mainly, the student mainly Muslim, but some of Christian and some of Jewish. It's very nice. The civil movement rooted moderate Islam, its purpose to educate young people, promote intercultural dialogue, help to need and promote world peace. And the day after 9/11, at that day I was in Holland and in a special conference. And the early morning, the TV has a break news. And the first time I thought it's not true, it's what's happened. But unfortunately, it was true. Gülen published a full page in the New York Times newspaper condemning the terrorist attacks, claiming that the perpetrators did not respond on the Islamic religion. His message focusing on tolerance and respect for the other draws attention of the need for interreligious dialogue, which can create the bridge between Muslim world and the West. And the West including the Christian and the Jewish. We have different religion. I am Christian, and some is Muslim, and some is Jewish. The religion is just way to God. It's not more. Way to God. The goal is closer and closer to God. And our religion just a tool, it's an equipment. And every day he was closer and closer the Creator, the God, only the one God. Gülen's most important teaching in the interreligious dialogue, that's why we are here together today. Gülen has a strong influence. How many continents we are coming? And the reason just Effendi Hoxha Gülen. He was a very nice person. Unfortunately, personally, it's true. It's true. I not met with him, but in spiritually I met. If the new heaven will come, and if I will part of this world, I will go to him and I will shake his hand and I will congratulate him and I ask him, can we pray together? And I think he can. My dream, the future vision, just silent. 3 young boys playing soccer, football. 1 Jewish, 1 Christian. What do you think? What is the third? Muslim. And the Jewish leg hearted and cry and lay down. My vision, a Christian and Muslim will go to their friends, help him and heal him and cry with him. If the future, our dream, is fulfilled, we need not afraid from the future, because the future is nicer than we think now. Thank you for your attention.